my name is Faravi. Today, I'm gonna present my assignment to critical researchers review project reflective presentations on review. The unit that I'm doing is effect of post-exercise cold water immersions on physiological adaptation to resistance training and underlying mechanism in skeletal muscle on elite athlete. Objective to examine the effect of post-exercise water immersions to physiological adaptation to resistance training and the underlying mechanism on skeletal muscle. Data result I use Google Scholar, ProQuest, Central, Core, PubMed, WorldCat. Inclusion criteria: professional athlete, male and female, age been between 18 to 35, resistance training, cold water, ice bath, direct after training sessions. Pico search time: professional athlete, of course, and then population exclusions, animal interventions, cold water immersions, comparator, race supplementary, neuromuscular electrical stimulations. Outcome 1, enhance recovering. Outcome 2, improve in strength endurance. Outcome 3, fragile lactic acid. Overview research: rotationals, post-exercise cold motions, cold water immersions is recovering modality aimed at minimizing fatigue and hesitating recovering following exercise. Source resources accesses: cold water immersions, resistance exercise, resistance training, exercise performance, post-exercise skeletal muscle, muscular response, adaptations, underlying mechanism. Overview of disorder: I select a delay onset muscle soreness or DOMS and inflammations. Pathologies: DOM is eccentric or unfamiliar form of exercise, reduced force capacity, increased painful restrictions of movement, stiffness, swelling, and dysfunctional of adjusting joints. Inflammation is essential in order to repair process to occur, like those resulting from exercise and training. Cause that exercise work as a stressor during the after its executions. It is able to cause inflammations during exercise, metabolites and heat and generates, which affect the steady state of internal environment. The treatment: accumulating evidence suggests post-exercise cold water immersions modulate physiological adaptations to exercise training in more specific manner with a negative influence on aspect to resistance training adaptations. Research finding: effect on cold water immersion on skeletal muscle. The study showing the negative influence of cold water immersions on muscle fiber, specifically type 2 hypertrophy. There is no evidence that post-exercise has beneficial effects on skeletal muscle hypertrophy. Second, effect on cold water immersion muscular response to resistance training. The gene expression of some marker of amino acid transport was reduced in skeletal muscle by cold water immersions following resistant exercise, which is consistent with reduced blood flow and would further reduce the availability of amino acid for muscle protein synthesis. Muscle fiber type compositions: indirect evidence suggests cold exposures may promote shift towards faster muscle phenotype. Cold water immersions did not alter the shift in muscle fiber type compositions measure why histological straining of myosin heavy change. A potential accumulation effect: repeat or prolonged cold exposure result in accumulations which alter the thermoregulatory and metabolic response to cold. Give the complexity of various adaptations that occur with the cold accumulations, it is difficult to predict whether its effect of cold water would be attenuated or exacerbate with repeat cold water exposure. Conclusions. Post-exercise cold water is widely used recovery modality among athletes. Although post-exercise cold water may enhance short-term recovery following resistance training, current demonstrations suggest cold water has either nil or detrimental effect on physiological adaptations to resistance training, including muscle hypertrophy and measure of maximal strength endurance, and power RFD. No study have shown benefit of cold water immersion on resistance training adaptations. However, cold water immersion application following resistance training could be beneficial, such as female chronically trained and elite athlete during period of high frequency training or in cold accumulate individual. Further research has required to determine an effect on post-exercise cold water immersions on physiological adaptation, resistance training, and in this circumstance, and to address the additional methodological limitations on previous study. Thank you. That's all for today.